Hey guys, Flabaliki here today and welcome back to Cities Skylines. Now, I think I did say last episode that we'd sort of get the highway set up this time round. Not happening, because if I do that, it will either just not be on camera or I do like just a sped up version of putting in the highway and the bridges and all that. A lot of infrastructure work that we got to do there, but I'm not going to do that right now. I actually really want to try building a little town down here right by the river and all that, because it seems like a really nice, really green, foresty area, like a pretty scenic place to have a little town. Would be cool if we could utilize that train line. I guess we probably could. We could even get a stop up here maybe and then have it sort of like, would I have to figure out the road situation here, but I think what I do want to do before we even start that is actually have a road from, what is it called? Sunnyside coming down along the river here. So we're obviously going to have to do a little bit of work to get it to work and then have like a little wooden bridge that comes across, because I think that'd be sweet. Because I originally tried to do one really briefly here, but first of all, I think the span there is quite a lot. It's like quite large. Oh yeah, so a lot of people were asking if I'm still on the, because originally ages ago we were discussing the possibility of having a dam around here. I did try it out like off camera, not since we built all this around here and the train line and all that, but just because the way we'd have to go, like we couldn't really get it in there with the train line, so we'd have to move the whole train line back, or we'd have to do the dam before the train line, like somewhere back here, and then you still have this huge train bridge going across, which looks weird. I mean, I guess we could have always like sort of reorganized the train line so it sort of goes by the dam. But at the same time, then it sort of makes all this space useless. And we also don't need it because we have so much electricity anyway. So we're just going to leave that. Though I do think we've got to do something about this train bridge, right? Because I feel like those huge columns coming down are not ideal, but I don't really know how to do something about that. Like, I don't really know what to do. Like, I guess maybe there's some custom train bridges we can look into or something like that. But let's build a road. Not just any road. A fantastic road. Let's just use a highway for now. So this, what we're going to do, we're going to stick it to the ground. It's going to go, well, let's just start, let's turn off road guys and all that. We really don't want any sort of thing. I'm going to have to pause it. Wait, where does that power line go? What does that power? Oh, that powers these guys. Still have not downloaded. I do this all the time where I'm like, oh yeah, I need to get this. And if you've watched my series for a long time, I always do that. Like, I need to get these power line things, and I never do. So this is basically going to try and come along the waterfront, as least offensively as possible, which I think, you know what, we've also still got, I always forget to turn off prop anarchy. And they did change the shortcut for that, so that doesn't always pop up too. So I think it'll look better. I think this will be fine. Hang on, this will be fine if we do this. But what we're going to have to do is really lower the road because it's way too high up. If I can get it as low as possible, it should be okay. I don't think I want to, like, I definitely don't want to do it as a brick thing. I think we could even possibly change it to a dirt road, although it might become quite busy if this is going to be a fairly large town. So what we want to do, at least to start off with here, oh, and there's a few people asking about what mod this is that lets me do this. I do have my mod list and all asset list linked all the time. I realize the list is really long though, so unless you know exactly what you're looking for, it's going to be hard to find it. This mod is just called Move It, and it allows you to place stuff and then move it after the fact. So I think if we move most of this down quite a bit, it'll probably be better. And then we can sort of work on this little cliff edge a little bit there, to sort of make it look a little nicer too. So bring that, this like basically way down toward the river. That's what I'm trying to do here. Bring these two down. Like, I don't want it flat. Like, it doesn't need to be flat, but I think it was just a little too high up. Like that is way too high because it just gets this really ugly cliff along the water. I'd rather have the cliff here, which we can then mask with like more rocks and trees or something. Even though it is pretty steep for trees, but let's just ignore that. Let's ignore that for now. Let's just work on it and see what we can get happening here, because I think this will be pretty cool. Pretty cool. So we're going to bring these down. Okay, that's looking better. Like, that's already looking better. Now, the problem is, if this ever floods, we're going to have an issue, but hopefully it won't. So if this is here, we basically need to get it all the way over there. Now, I know there's some of you probably thinking, why don't you use, like, the elevated brick road? Just because I don't think it'll look very good. Like, I think it seems a little bit more sort of like it has more structure than what you'd probably find there. Like, I realize we also use this over here, but I think that color, it's not tall enough. It's not tall enough. I think the color of this and the fact that it's more like the brick looks more like a stone, I think is more appropriate for like this sort of area. Do I have rock? No, it's too small. What is this? Nope. Too big. And also you know what, probably rocks here would look bad because it's the wrong color. Like, we'd need, you know what, let's just use terraform tool. Look better. Okay, way down, and How is this single? That's not single. It's huge. There you go. Okay, let's bring it a bit bigger. Just a little bit up there. Beautiful. I just noticed that and I have to fix it. Okay, so this basically has to come all the way up to here somewhere and then do a bridge across. I'm thinking maybe we can even get like just a little... So if we... Okay, a little bit bigger. Get this area here, this height. Bring that over this side. Okay, let's bring up the strength a little bit. That's a little too weak. Let's just get like a little section here maybe. Just so it gives us a bit of room. We could even maybe just do like a couple of buildings over this side or something. Obviously, we'll smooth out that cliff face, make it look a little bit better. But still very much going to be a cliff. Very, very much. Let's go just a little bit bigger on that. Basically just smooth it, just so it's not so rough. Basically the same sort of cliff that we already have. So something like that even is fine by me. Then we're just going to get our road over there. Then we can get our nice bridge. The bridge that I'm talking about is going to be lovely, I think. So if we go bridge mode activate. Then we can get this. And we get this. Look at that. That's beautiful. I don't know. I just really like that bridge. I really like it. It's like, oh, look at that. It's beautiful. All right, so that's going to go there. Then we could get some stuff over here. I think, let's continue this road. I think it'll be pretty cool. I haven't checked for new roads on the workshop lately either, so there might be some good stuff there. So it's going to come around. Now, I guess the question is, do we just do a turn like that, or should we have like a 90-degree turn and maybe this just turns into some other road? So maybe we could go... Like, it could even sort of try and get it, work its way up and then sort of continue over this way somewhere. Which is what I'm thinking, because that would be pretty cool. I don't know if I want to do that right now, but we could always leave it open to that. So in that case, I think what I might do is actually select out just a regular road for this section, because then we can do some zoning over here, which I think will be pretty cool. And then it will sort of just go that way. So they sort of turn here to come across, and they'll sort of come to the town area there. Then over this way, let's also reconstruct that power line. Which... Ooh, I guess we'll stay on this side of the water, otherwise it looks really, really bad. Actually, I wonder if we can get... Should we get some... We could get some water-based activities. Like, we could even get like a fishing pier or something. The main reason I'm thinking of doing this is because then... fishing pier would probably be good. I don't know about restaurants and that. I think that'd be probably better over this way. Especially, well, here's the thing. We're going to redevelop this area. Not completely, but I think it should definitely become some form of industrial. At least underneath this train line section here, just because it's like, I don't think anyone would really want to live under that. I mean, I guess I could. It'd just be a bit more of a ghetto, maybe. Like, you're not going to have a mansion under this. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. And we definitely want to use this as a shipping port, because it's like perfectly straight. And that's what we want to use that for. So then I guess part of this town could become the industrial, and further back, like I think we can even start zoning all the way up here as well later on. So I'm just trying to think. So I think it'd probably be okay to get out some fishing stuff here. So just also because if we do that, what else do we have in here? Fishing tours. Because it is a nice big river too, so it makes sense. What was the floating park stuff that we had? Was that in here, or is that... We have the boat museum. Could even go like up this river somewhere. It has to go really far on land though, which is kind of annoying. Get it over here. Would that be cool? We obviously have to move it down a lot. I hate how these things have to play so high. So we could have like a boat museum there. That'd be pretty cool, right? Little touristy attraction for this area as well. And then like fishing up over here. I want to move this down too, because it just is a little too high. And the other reason I wanted to put it there is really just to get power to this area, so we can have the power line left. Oh, what if we can get something over there? Because then we could just like sort of somehow... Maybe we could try and get like some... I'm getting excited now. If we can get some like boat marinas over this side. Now, I guess the only other thing is we should probably try and... if we get like this flat area here, we'll have to get a road down to it. But if we can get an area down here, then we could try and get a bridge across as well, which would probably be ideal. All right, let's try that. So if we do this and then get out like maybe some marinas. Yes. Marinas. The water's going to be a little bit jumpy for a bit because we've just altered all the land. So it might be all over the place. Oh yeah, I forgot that they don't have power now. I don't think I've cut anywhere else off. As far as I'm aware, we should be okay. Man, that does not reach out far enough. I wish I had that on the bloody water power lines. Oh, those are nowhere near the water. They're not even in the water. You know what? We might still be in luck. Now, I want to put these here and then we'll use move it to sort of adjust them. Actually, you know what? Those are way too close. You're not going to get a bloody boat out of that. I mean, I guess you could, but they're probably a little too close. Let's give them a bit more room. And I'll have to use move it to adjust it a bit now. Damn it. Damn it. All right, let's for now, let's just get power line. Can I just do this? Let's just do that for now, and then we'll sort it out. Because I think once we get a bridge, we might be able to sort of utilize a bridge to get a nicer looking connection. All right, so if that goes there, obviously these guys don't have road connections. We need a road down here. Is this flooding just because of the water being disturbed, or is this always going to happen? I just got to make sure if we need to raise this up or not. I think it might just be because I fiddled with all the land around here as well, so all of this got mucked up for a bit. So I'm hoping it's just because of that. This is like a really fast river. Like, this is regular speed. Like, look how far that... If you fell in this water, you're gone, mate. You're gone. Game over. I think we're okay. I think this is fine for the height. So now, well, like for the riverbed here. So I actually want to... See, I wish I was going to say, I wish I could put these together, but then I didn't really want to because they... You know what? Maybe we should get like a key here. Do we even have keys unlocked? I don't even know. Oh, we do. Okay. Just like a little one. Just to sort of connect these two together. And maybe, I guess maybe even here as well. Just get these three. I guess I should probably, if I'm using a key here, I should probably use it over here too, right? So on all three of them. Okay, so there. Rotate that a little bit, we'll line it up, and it'll be... You know what, let me pause. I don't know why I'm letting the game run while I'm doing this. I want the perfect height. Do I want it to blend in with the key, or do I want it to be over the key? Maybe over it, so it's like a little different flooring kind of thing. Oh, hang on, the whole thing is way too high. Hang on, we'll adjust the height of it in a second. But let's get these here. So this, I want to leave enough room, probably about like... That'll be good. I think I want the leading edge sort of to blend in with the key. Like that. The rotation's off a little bit. Look at this. It's... Ooh. Ooh. Almost there. There you go. That'll do. Alright, that one there. This one is way off. I don't know where... This is off with the freaking fairies over there. So this one's going to be about there. That looks about the same distance apart anyway. Oh, hello. You've disappeared. Let's bring you back up. About there. And then this one is way too high as well. About there. This one's way too high as well. Look at that power line right there. Okay, now we select this, the keys, the run of the keys, this, and the other node of the key. Just here somewhere. Don't seem to be able to select it. Oh, it was here somewhere. Damn it. There it is. Okay, now we can bring this down to the water height instead. That's probably good. Now this will probably mess with the water again for a little bit, but then we should be able to see where we're at. Okay, so... That's way too low. What is happening? Okay, about there. And then just want to line that up roughly with the edge of it. Good, good. Move that down. Hopefully the water will settle in a moment once that's done, and then we can have like these little marinas there. Connect them up. Now, it would be way too easy if all this joined together, right? Maybe we can get another fishing pier here. It'll somehow magically connect up. You know how good that would be? What about a restaurant pier? Maybe that reaches. Oh, yes! That's all I wanted. It's not connected to... We'll have to get another road there, though. Cool. All right, so then that provides power over to the town, so we don't have to have any power lines there, at least. Okay, this would be nice. I think if we try to keep... Maybe we keep... What we do is we keep this side, so everything in front of the railway here turns into commercial or industrial. Everything on this side is like residential and I guess commercial as well. So that the railway is sort of like the barrier between industrial and residential. I think that could be a good idea. So these guys are... They say they're flooding. Oh, no, not flooding. Sorry, they just need water. Pfft, they're not flooding. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. There you go. Does that one need it? Maybe. Another one up here would do. All right, I think this is a good idea. I think this is a good idea. So that's all there. Right, we've got to figure out this road. We still haven't done that. So this is going to go here. It's not going to be close enough, as you can quite plainly tell. So we're going to have to move it. Good old move it mod. It's saying it's being flooded, but it'll be fine. Give it a minute. Deselect. Move you a little closer. Move you a little closer. Move you a little closer. Obviously fix the height because it's too low. There we go. Obviously it's going to be running pretty much right along the waterline here. So it is going to be, it's low, but it should be okay. If we can line this up like perfectly with the key too, I'd be pretty happy with that. Nice. All right, so that'll go there. Now we're just going to get this road up to the top, which is, I think, more of a challenge than anything. So I guess I don't really want to use that road. I guess should we use like this sort of highway one just because it's got no pathways? It seems like make more sense. I think what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to go like this way and then sort of come around almost like that. That's way too steep, so I'm going to have to adjust it. But that's that's way too it's ridiculous. I think we might have to go a little further out than that. But that's basically, I think that's basically what we're going to have to do here. So this is going to come along. Let's see. That pillar is right in the way, so we're already not in a good starting point. So go there instead. Let's go down. We can start coming down. That's fine. Okay, good. That's there. Good start. Good start. Let's go here. Slope too steep. Well, I mean, of course it's going to be too steep. We're going to have to adjust it along the way. Look, you're probably going to have a hard time slowing down on that. So let's bring that up a little bit. It's about there. That's probably okay. We'll have to go this way a little bit as well. We've turned Anarchy off here. Now we need to somehow do a switchback. Like, we need room to be able to do a switchback as a thing. So if we curve in, but go down as faster, please. There we go. Go down. So curve in on the switchback. Good. Or toward potentially getting one. I think that's not going to be a great angle there. It's be more like that, I think. And that one can go there. Then that should give us hopefully room to just do a loop around here. So I think, well, let's figure out where the bottom road is. Probably somewhere there. So if we can get this here, probably even push it out a little further. Can we get a little higher than that? Probably something like that. We can probably do this. Okay. Let's just do a curve. Invalid shape. No, it's not. You can do it. You can do it. If you can just do it in one, that'd be so handy, because then I wouldn't have to muck around with like two of them. What do you mean invalid shape? No, it's not. Just do that. All right. Now we're going to muck around with this a little bit, which is fine, but we got to do it. Well, let's get this point in the middle, at least. And then that can go there. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? It's going to come down. What's going on at this point? This point's like not blending properly. There we go. That's better. Okay, so do a little switch back here. This, I think, should just come closer because it's a little too far out. And then come up. Okay, then we're just going to make sure that this all blends in properly with itself, because at the moment it looks a little bit wrong. Hey, there we go. That's looking better. Let's come around the corner, go down. Maybe can I like just curve in a little bit? So sort of head in, and then sort of we can curve back out again. So go forward around the corner. That'd be a fun road. Especially because the speed limit on is 100. So that's fun. And then this can come down here, and then I'll just adjust it to this point. That's pretty good. I think that works really, really well. Let's just get out a regular road and then connect these two. Now, I guess the question is, do we... Let's go straight road like that and have like this, and then... I mean, it would provide nice zoning in the area, but it's a kind of like very... Is it too angular down here for this section? I mean, probably be okay. Now, I guess the question is, do we get a little bridge going across, or do we not? Because if we do a bridge... well, I guess we wouldn't need any ships to go down here, because the shipping will probably all be... Possibly even before this bridge, otherwise here, so it'd be fine, ships can get under there. So we can have low bridges, because there's nothing up there, really, for ships to go down. As for a bridge, would we do this? A little wooden one? Or would we do a more refined one? Because we could do this very easily and have a nice connection to the other section of town. Straight slope. I think it's better without a straight slope, to be honest. Hang on. Turn off straight slope. Needs to be a little higher on that side, though. Well, that's a... Because I love how this bridge curves. That's just too low on this side. Yeah, the question is, do we use this? Or is that a little too... It's pretty rural, and I think maybe this area is not rural enough for this bridge. I guess we could just turn it into a regular road bridge. So we could either do... Just like this. Which I think is also fine. This is a regular bridge. Obviously, this section needs to be adjusted, but I think that's also fine. Or we do more extravagant, which I think this might be a little much. we have to redraw this bridge. That's not really going to work. Or we can do this, which I think is probably too much for the air. Like that, I think that's a little big. So it'd be probably I'd move it up too, just so it's a bit of a curve because it looks kind of cool. I think that's too much. So I think we just do a regular little road bridge. Whether I do it from there though, I don't know. I guess so because it's like the end of the road, so it kind of makes sense. Or maybe. Well, hang on. First of all, can we lower this section back down because we'll try and keep it lower rather than higher because then at least it will sort of blend in with the other side a little bit better. You know, it'll just look a little bit nicer. Okay. First of all. Elevated, straight slope, anarchy. Okay, thank you. So that road is there. That's pretty much dead on, so that's kind of good. Where am I going from? Here somewhere? 84.6. Someone's building there. You've made a mistake, buddy. You know what? I'll connect to that and then we'll adjust afterwards. So I'm going to go there. It's going to come up. I do think it is probably a little too low on this side, regardless. I think we'll have to just go up a few little stops there. I really want this just to be lower. At least level with the bridge. So it sort of raises up on that. See, I would much rather it be like, oh, nice big curve. I mean, I guess we can still do that. Hang on. So you there, you here. Oh, okay. No, I wanted both. Both of you. So if we go up, just means that side just goes down a little further. So we'll bring this back up instead of going down there. My column disappeared. My support. That's really sad. Why did that disappear? What? Where am I? That's so sad. I think I might have deleted it by accident. Okay. So it just doesn't look doesn't look the same, I don't think. But I think it's probably okay. I think that's okay for now. So I'll go there. Now that actually provides a connection through here to get up to this highway as well. So it means that you don't have to go this way through this highway to get around. So you could even go this way and maybe even go here, drive along here to get to there. I don't know. Like there's just more connections. I think more connections the better. Now this area needs a road. So let's get a road down to this thing because someone's apparently visited this even though there's no road to it and they've died there. Not great for us, I don't think. So let's see if we can get just this little road running along here. This will probably be close enough and we just adjust it. So I'm thinking we go like here and then like, hang on. No, I need snapping off. There we go. Oh, come on. If I can get like here. Yes. Okay, then let me just build out from this one. Flip it and reverse it. Flip it and oh yeah, you know what? Let's also connect this highway up because highway. I guess this little road up because we haven't done that yet, and that will probably just come off of here. I think. I mean, we could always add another connection over that way too. Okay, I've got like turn snapping back on. There we go. So go there, and then let's just get our curve. Like that. Okay. Can we get out of this mode? Why am I underground? There we go. All right. So then this will go. You know what? Actually, that will stay there because I'll add another road that just connects through. Like this. Just through to that point. Oh, would have been better if it was straight on though, wouldn't it? You know what? Sometimes I just love roads that are... Oh, man. Look at that. It's because the roads are too close together now. Alright, there we go. And then this will go here. And like that. And then this guy apparently has no connections of road, even though it's pretty close to a road. Maybe is it just too high? If I can just lower this road and it works, I'll be happy with that. Apparently people can still park there though, which is interesting. I also think maybe this road doesn't count as a road that a building can be on, so it might actually have to just change that to like a zonable road, which is kind of annoying, but possible. Now, is that road too low, or is it just because I've moved the land? I think it's too low. Okay, it preferably needs to be above the river, so the water doesn't flood the road. Alright, so if that goes there, which is fine, then I just want to... We'll just up the speed limit on this whole section, so that's still 100. Oh, 110, whoops, 100. So this whole road's 100, so it goes really fast along there. all the way up there, eventually to the town up there, and the boat museum. So get excited for that. Get excited for the boat museum. A little fishing pier here, which I think is quite nice. Over this way, we just need to connect up this little roundabout road. Don't know why I'm calling it a roundabout road, but it kind of is in a way. In a way, it's like a roundabout because it goes round about here. So do that. Flip that. Okay, so now that's actually accessible, so they can go get the dead bodies. That's just a little fishing pier, which is pretty cool. A little restaurant pier. Maybe wouldn't mind a little... Not there, hang on. A little commercial there. Even on these corners here, like a few little commercial places would be nice. Maybe here. A few little like corner stores sort of around this area. Oh, maybe even here. Even though like it's a very steep zoning, if they can build there, I'd be pretty happy with that. Because that'd be a nice little commercial zone there, which is kind of cool. All right, so they've collected the dead body, which is good. We got the fishing going on over here, which is really, really nice. I think this can become like a pretty cool, like little commercial restaurant-y hotspot. You know what? Can I do this as even a separate district? Because I wouldn't mind just for this little area, because it's very small. What is it called? Amity Squared. No, it's not. It's dumb. What's the name of this town again? Emerson Park, which is also a dumb name. Hang on, we have so many name suggestions. Let me get some. I think it was like one of the top comments last time. I came up with new names. This time names are related to condiments. Okay, let's see. Just because I thought Sedona is a little spicy. Oh man, that comment. Good stuff. So anchovy, syrup, mumbo, salsa, sesame, truffle. Mumbo's pretty cool. A street named Sesame. Oh man, should we go with what? Cirrus? I don't know. Kachumba. I don't even know what that is. Zakuska. I don't even know what these are. I don't even know how to say them. I don't know. Like for this, because this is like a little sort of cliffside town, seaside town. I feel like it needs to be something a little bit more. Well, not seaside, Riverside. Oh, we could even just call it Riverside, and then we could play the song Riverside, where is it? There's so many... I know there was so many names. I gotta just... I don't know. Hang on, let me just leave it for now. That's one thing I always forget to do as well, is go through and just name stuff. And I did this last season too. For the longest time, we just didn't name anything. Alright, specialization. I want to do probably... Wait, is leisure? So leisure is... nightlife, and this is more restaurants and other activities, which I want to do, although hopefully they don't build huge hotels. Although I guess if I do my theme... Oh, by the way, someone was asking about my desert theme, like what building theme it was. This is not a theme that's shared on the gallery. Like, I just made up the gallery, that's a sim. This is just a theme I made myself. Like, it includes the American Eclectic theme, which is one that you can download. So if you search American Eclectic, you get all those types of houses, the custom houses that we're using. But what I did in this so-called desert theme is I went through every single category and only chose buildings that were so tall. So like we don't get any huge skyscrapers no matter what. I think, did I do the desert theme on Sedona City? Yeah, so these are kind of like the tallest buildings you'll get, even without high-rise band. Like that's pretty much the limit. So I did that because we're doing like lots of small towns. So I wanted to ensure that we wouldn't get any buildings that are too big by accident. So hopefully we get some little restaurants popping up around here. Rather than anything that's too big. But it's nice. We've got this little marina section here. Got quite a few people visiting that. You know what we can do now? We can actually set up a bus stop or a bus line that maybe even goes from this train station, runs down through Sunnyside and over to Emerson Park. That could be good. Let's go from the train station here. Let's just share the stop. I know I don't normally do that, but I'm going to do it. Now, do we want to stop? I guess this is a highway. I don't really want to stop on the highway, do I? Let's stop. Oh, we could go this way. Sort of follow this bus line like this. Instead of sort of driving on the highway, we can avoid some traffic that way, or avoid causing more traffic. I guess we'll just share stops with this bus line here too, because then you could even switch between the two. So we'll come over here, and then maybe we'll go down to the train station, and then maybe just around here as well. I don't know why. You know what? No, hang on, because then we won't be able to... That's fine. No, they can walk from the train station. Screw those guys. They won't... No. Then we'll share these stops with this bus line. Then we'll just follow ourselves back, which I think we might not be able to do it all the way, though, because we need to get... We can't do the same stop there. We can do one here, actually. That'll work. And then over there. All right, so bus line 20. This is going to be Sunnyside to Emerson, although we might change the name of that. This is going to use the Sedona. Oh, no, I think the Amity Exchange one might be closer. They're just over there. I should probably rename that. Select types. This will just be the biofuel bus because we don't need the Greyhounds. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. There's a few people on it. Like there's a few people waiting on these stops, so it's pretty good. Let's do 6. For safekeeping, we'll do 6. Now this one can be... I don't know what colors we used. I assume we have not used a really bright lime. Let's tone it down a little bit. Like, let's go for like a poo green lime. I don't know how it's a poo green, but you know what I mean. A toned down green. All right, so this one's pretty good because now that sort of provides a... So we've got a few bus lines around Sunnyside itself and then one that connects directly over here. That's actually a pretty good connection, I think. A lot of people do use this. I wonder, so where are these guys going to/from? Actually coming off the highway... Ooh, that might be bad. Now that I look, you know what we might have to do? Might even do an old town policy through Emerson Park. Just because if we're already getting people taking shortcuts from the highway and going down here, because then they're all sort of just funneling through Sunnyside. Well, these guys are actually coming down this way. Going through. I don't really want them using that as a cut through, is the thing. Like, I just don't want that. I guess for now it's probably fine, just because there's not that much traffic. Like it just looks kind of cool. So what do we have here? We've got a Seaside Refreshments, nice. We've got Best Sweat Gym and another gym, Mary Jane Paradise, Bob's Grind, alrighty, Tower Hi-Fi Steakhouse. I don't know where the steakhouse is there. That's literally a platform, not much of a steakhouse. Just a couple of places to hang out, really. Realistically, one restaurant, which is actually not bad. I don't mind that because it's a tiny little place anyway. Oh, why did I not zone these sections? Interesting. Do those two. Why don't we get one just there? Why not? Of course they built on that one. Look at that. Pop out the land like that. You flooded my road. How dare you? It's pretty good though. Like there's a whole bunch of people like actually waiting here. So they can cross the road there. I was going to say maybe I should put in crossings, but they can cross there and here on this corner. So I don't think I'll bother with it because I'd seem to be having no issues with that. A lot of people parking right there, which I don't know if I like. And do we want to do... I feel like there should be some sort of trees down here. It seems very like barren. Should we get some trees? Generic tree 4. So what are these? Oh, this is actually too close to the water. They're not like the trees aren't growing properly. So maybe not. Do some nice grassland roads though, or is that... You know what, let's just go back to this. I think we should just place some trees, but I think, like I said, just there, they seem pretty close to the water. Let's go Great Pine. Okay, why is this open? Go away. I don't think we'll use Great Pines. All that. What trees do we have around here? I think we have like all these kind of trees. Yeah. There's too many of these things, but I think the problem is because of... Oh, see, that's a cool building. I really like that. Swordfish Seafood. Oh, yeah, these trees will be good around here. Oh, yeah. This makes it look way better, I think. Get some of these in as well, the smaller ones. Because it's like right along the river, so you could imagine it being pretty, pretty green. At least the ability to grow more trees here than other places, maybe. And we got a couple of marinas for all the rich people. They can get a boat right by town. There you go. Look at this. I think this is going to be really good. Oh, that's nice. See, I think that's really cool. Simple. It's simple, but it does provide a much needed connection. It also helps us get rid of the power lines that were there, which is really nice. And I'm not opposed to that at all. I think it'll be really cool when we do this a little bit further as well. I wonder if we should get maybe some power out here. Also, let's see if we can... Oh, this is flooding a little bit. So we should move that up a little bit. Just to ensure that we don't get flooding. I guess we can even... Oh, that's probably okay. Let's go... Oh, look, there's one car coming down here. Are they coming up here to do a U-turn? Is that what they're doing? Yep. They're just like... Oh, maybe they're like, let's try dragging our car, you know, have a bit of fun. Let's bring this down here. Because we're going to need this road here to be lower. Or a road to be lower. And I think if we can get one here... Like so. Now do we do two roads? And like so we have one that just sort of passes through. And then this one... You know what? Maybe this should be like sort of what we did before. We had this smaller road that sort of just comes off. There. And then just goes straight back up. Because we can still do a lot of zoning here with it, which is pretty good. There's like plenty of zoning tiles. Just gotta be... Like, I think we're gonna have to lower the main road too, because I think you can see that's very steep, so we're gonna have to bring this down a little bit. Probably something like that. So there's a bit of a dip. Maybe we can dip this. Dip it. Like that. That works, because then we can get a bunch of stuff here too. Okay. Now, I think this, again, we'll do like a separate little district here. For stuff that may be here. We might even make this little area bigger as well. Just maybe a few more things, I don't know. But for now, this is Lilac Park. Again, a dumb name. Enable theme manager, we're going to go desert. We're going to go services, taxation, I don't know. We should probably do some of this stuff, but for now we'll leave it. So we've got pretty even demand on everything. So hopefully people start... There's a bit of water sitting there. Which is not actually ideal. I think we're okay. Right, so let's go... I want to see if people build here, because I really, really would not mind it. A few places here as well. Now, we don't have, like, anything out here, which is the problem. We do have water, which is good. Don't have power, which I got to figure out how we're going to do that. I mean, I guess it's just going to come across the land. If they can hopefully, like... do I have straight slope on? Because I don't... Yeah, I did. I don't want straight slope on because it's really bad with power lines. Okay, don't raise up 2 meters. So we'll just come behind the tree line here for a little bit. I guess we'll have to go through it here. Now, hopefully if someone builds like there or something, the power will like connect through that section, which would be pretty useful. Is there any other like little thing that I could place here? A skate park? A basketball court? No, see, I don't think any of that makes like sense. Maybe we can do like... What if we do a fire tower? Does that have a zone of power that it needs? No, it doesn't even require power. But now we have a random firewatch tower there, which is cool. I like it, but it didn't do anything for us. I'm just trying to think... I just want to put something here, because then we could get some services out here too. Maybe we just do like a little firehouse out here. It's pretty big though. Or maybe we could do a little... Just something small, just to sort of go there. See, these things are huge, even though they're actually kind of small. Oh, what about a parking lot? Is this like a 1x1? What do you like a 1x1 parking lot? I guess like over here. What if we just do parking all the way along there, and then we'll have to obviously like level this out a little bit. There you go. Now people are building here because these count as like parks, so they like it. Just like, I'm okay with that. They get parking all along here like that, which currently is very, very uneven. Yeah, that's really bad. Okay. Can we like level it to like here or something? Just so it doesn't... Because it's dipping, so as long as they don't dip so much, it's okay. Okay, so if all that goes there, now power. See, if we can get it to like a power line to here, I guess, or something. Get rid of those. And that will technically power the area. I can start building that, and then people will start coming down this way. I think these buildings are probably a little too big. You know what? I didn't do the specialization. That's why they don't look very good. They're not the right type. Maybe we should we do like leisure here, or we could do organic and local produce maybe. Maybe we'll do that one here instead. Because we've already got like the leisure one just there. I mean, we'll do more like leisure and tourism and all that elsewhere, but these are really small places. With this flooding again, we seem to have a lot of variation in water level here. We might even have to like raise this up a bit more. Good lord, that does not look good with the cliffside there. I think that might be worth not having not being zoned right there. Maybe a smaller building would be better. Yeah, this is flooding fairly frequently, so I might raise some of this up. Just again, a touch more. So there's a little less chance of flooding. It does mean that this is way higher, but I mean, that goes down low. I mean, they could get on. They just have to get on at the top level. At the boat museum. The good old boat museum. What a classic place to be. Alright, that's not bad. And then eventually we'll turn this into a road that continues on and goes somewhere else too. Why is that water there? It's like stuck in a hole, which is really annoying. Go away. Oh, well, I'll fix that later. All right, so we're starting on that. And then I think a town in there would be great. So we've done this little area here. Oh, yep. Okay, yep. It's time to do old town policy. I was going to say it's fine until we have traffic. And look at that. That's terrible. Policies through Emerson Park. The rest would be fine. Like, people can come through this area, I guess. You know what? You know what I can do? Hang on. Why don't we go... Because it's really just this highway connection here. I don't mind if they come across and use, for example, this one through the middle. That's fine. Damn it. That's fine. But this section, policies, city planning. We want to do some old town. So that old town does only residents and businesses can use this area for motor vehicles, ban other motor traffic. So basically no one can just drive through the town, at least not this section here or this section. But they can drive through this section, which should be far less utilized, but it means that people coming from here could drive through this way if they just want to go there. So yeah. Or people driving to this town could just park on this road or whatever, and it's fine, and that should be okay. But it means we won't have a crap ton of traffic driving through the middle of that little section, which is good. All right, I'm going to leave this part here, so make sure to leave your comment, suggestions, and feedback down below. Look at this. This place is so popular. This actually is really popular. Or at least there's a lot of people walking here. A lot of tourists coming here. Jeez. Look at them all. Yeah, more parking. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time, and have an awesome day.